Where is the unity the Democrats have this year so long sought? It's about 12 miles east of Ascutney, Vermont, just down from Sunapee. Our fourth story in the countdown, Obama and Clinton's first joint appearance Friday at Unity, New Hampshire, where in January's primary they each got 107 votes. New York Times reporting that Senator Obama is already starting a 50-state strategy by dispatching paid staffers to every state in the union. Our NBC and MSNBC political director, Chuck Todd, pointing out that the outraise and outspend technique already worked for Senator Obama in the primary, because even though Senator Clinton raised $200 million, she still ended up losing and $22.5 million in debt. No unity for Mr. Obama over FISA, though. MoveOn.org asking its members to persuade him to go further than his promise to work in the Senate to remove the immunity clause from the bill, urging members to call Obama's office and remind him, quote, last year, after phone calls from MoveOn members and others, Obama went so far as to vow to support a filibuster of any bill that includes retroactive immunity for telecommunications companies. We need him to honor that promise. Joining me now, the founder and publisher of DailyKos.com, Markos. Good to talk to you again, sir.
Always, Keith. How are you doing?
How important is this effort to get Obama to filibuster or otherwise, some rabbit out of some hat somewhere, FISA? If he doesn't, how much grassroots, netroots support does he stand to lose, if any?
Well, I don't think he's going to lose any support. Let's be honest. It's either Obama or John McCain. So we really don't have much of a choice as far as the presidential election is concerned. I think what's at stake, though, is a lot of the intensity of support for Barack Obama. And he spent the last 2 years telling us how he's going to be the leader of the free world, not to mention the Democratic Party in this nation. And so I think there are people like us that are hoping to see some of that leadership in the next couple of days. He's also said he also wants to be that person to put the hand on the Bible and promise to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. And again, he has a chance within the next couple of days to show that in action. I don't want to hear him talk about leadership. I don't want to hear him talk about defending the Constitution. I want to see him do it. And I think if he does, it'll increase the intensity and level of support that he gets from base Democrats. If he doesn't, I think we may worry that he's just another one of these spineless Democrats who are more afraid of controversy and doing the right thing than they are of actually doing the right thing.
But to the point of the Constitution, John Dean made a fascinating point on this NewsHour on Friday. He read this bill, and he knows a little something about the Constitution, too, and he says it's so sloppily written that nothing in there would rule out later criminal liabilities for the telecom companies. Could that be actually what Obama is counting on? You just sort of cede this civil action stuff, which is basically in lieu of sending these people to jail, and just concentrate on closing up whatever perceived weakness there is of the Democrats being soft on counterterror, and in fact just hold a bigger punch back till after the election.
Well, if that's the strategy, he has said nothing to indicate that. And this is not the sort of thing that I think you have to keep quiet and secretive. If that's his strategy, he can say this is a bill that's flawed. But really, at the end of the day, he has a chance to stand for the Constitution and to show that he will protect it against forces that seek to undermine it. And he will show that he has, like I said before, that he is a leader and will take the mantle of leadership on this issue and take control of the Democratic Party. He's been working to sort of consolidate his power in the party. This is a perfect example, perfect chance for him to show that a Democratic Party, a Barack Obama Democratic Party, is going to be one that stands for civil liberties and the Constitution.
Markos, from what you're seeing on the subject of the campaign, the 50-state strategy, is it in use right now because they want to make McCain bleed money while defending the traditional Republican strongholds, the so-called red states, or do they actually think they can make margins and gains in some or many of those states?
Well, the goal, obviously, in November is to win the election. And to win the election, you have to win states. You have to win more electoral votes than the other guy. And in the last two cycles, what we've seen, Al Gore and John Kerry, is that they basically put all the eggs into Ohio and Florida, a few other states, but really it was Ohio and Florida, and that allowed the Republicans to also concentrate their resources on those 2 states. And both times, that bet did not pay off. The Republicans won. So now you have a situation where Obama's coming in and he's saying, we're not going to repeat the same mistakes of the past. We're going to try something new. We're actually going to campaign in all 50 states. We're going to carry the message nationally. And given Republicans' possible problems with resources, this may force the Republicans to really stretch out their resources. I mean, if they have to spend money in Alaska, in Montana, South Dakota, then they don't have that much money for Ohio and Florida.
Markos, publisher of the Daily Kos, as always, sir, many thanks for your time.
Thank you.